There's a phase in every creator's journey that feels almost invisible while it's happening. No dramatic drop, no clear warning, no obvious failure. Just a slow, quiet decline where things stop moving the way they used to, where views flatten, engagement weakens, and momentum fades. And by the time most creators notice it, the damage is already deeper than it looks. Because the most dangerous mistakes on YouTube are not loud. They don't announce themselves. They blend into your routine, into your habits, into the small decisions you repeat without questioning, until one day you realize you've been moving, but not forward. One of the first silent killers is inconsistency. Not the obvious kind where you disappear completely, but the subtle kind where your uploads lose rhythm, where your content becomes unpredictable, where your audience no longer knows when or what to expect, and without that predictability, even loyal viewers begin to drift away. Then comes content drift, a shift so gradual you barely notice it, where you move away from what originally worked, not because you intended to evolve, but because you got distracted, influenced, or simply lost clarity, and suddenly your channel no longer has a strong identity. It feels scattered, disconnected, harder for new viewers to understand. Another mistake hides behind effort itself, overcomplication, where you try to do too much, add too many elements, chase perfection in every detail, and in the process, slow yourself down so much that your output drops, your consistency breaks, and your growth stalls. Not because your content isn't good, but because it's not sustainable. And then there's the trap of ignoring feedback, not just comments but behavior, the signals your audience is constantly giving you through watch time, clicks, retention, and engagement. And when you stop paying attention to these signals, you stop adapting, and when you stop adapting, you start falling behind. Comparison becomes another silent threat. Watching other creators grow faster, perform better, gain more attention, and slowly, without realizing it, you begin to question your own path, your own style, your own pace, and this shift in mindset leads to imitation instead of innovation. And imitation rarely works long-term, because what succeeds for someone else is built on their identity, their audience, their timing. And when you copy the surface without understanding the structure, your content loses authenticity, and audiences can feel that even if they can't explain it. Then comes burnout disguised as ambition, pushing too hard, trying to scale too quickly, ignoring your own limits, and eventually reaching a point where creating feels exhausting instead of engaging, where your energy drops, your ideas weaken, and your consistency breaks under pressure. And perhaps the most overlooked mistake of all, losing connection with your audience, not intentionally, but gradually, as you focus more on numbers than people, more on performance than experience, forgetting that behind every view is a person choosing to spend time on your content. Because in the end, channels don't usually fail because of one big mistake. They fade because of repeated small ones, unnoticed, uncorrected, compounded over time. And the creators who survive are not the ones who never make mistakes, but the ones who recognize them early, adjust quickly, and stay aligned with what truly matters. And once you understand this, once you become aware of these silent patterns, you gain something incredibly powerful. Not perfection, not immunity, but awareness. The ability to catch yourself before you drift too far, to correct your course before momentum is lost, and to keep moving forward with clarity, intention, and control. If you want, next is Part 13. The mindset of top creators, how they think differently. In the same ultra-cinematic style,